Mr. President, what concrete steps will your administration take this year to ensure affordable health care for all Americans?
Great question. Fantastic question. People have been talking about healthcare for decades, but nobody has done it better than we're doing it right now. We're making it more affordable, more accessible, and frankly, more luxurious than anyone ever imagined. People love it. They tell me all the time.
And if that's not enough, we're giving every American a free fur coat. Adyot saves on heating, looks incredible, and mine's natural.
Mr. President, what specific measures will you implement to ensure the economy grows steadily over the next 4 years?
We're seeing the strongest numbers in history. People say they've never seen anything like it, and they're right.
We're creating jobs faster than anyone thought possible. Big jobs, great jobs, grobs. Some of them require very large shoes.
And for extra growth, we'll start exporting my autograph. People love it, especially when it comes with a footprint.
Mr. President, how will you handle tough international negotiations to ensure the nation's interests are fully protected?
We'll approach every negotiation from a position of strength. Unmatched strength. Nobody stands taller in the room than I do, literally.
Our strategy is simple, Trey. Clear goals, firm handshake, and the ability to maintain eye contact without blinking for hours.
And if talks get heated, I simply take off my shoes. Works every time, Craig. Nobody argues with a footprint that big.
Mr. President, what specific actions will you take to strengthen national security and protect our borders in the coming year?
Our borders will be the safest in history. Nobody gets past unless we say so, and I mean nobody.
We'll have the latest technology, the smartest people, and the tallest walls. Taller than me, which is saying a lot.
And if anyone still tries to cross, I'll greet them personally. One handshake, they turn around every time.
Mr. President, what is your administration's plan to combat climate change and protect the environment for future generations?
We love our forests, our mountains, our clean air. Nobody protects nature better than someone who lives in it.
We're planting more trees than any country on Earth. Big trees. The kind you can nap under for 100 years. And to fight climate change, I'm banning tiny umbrellas in drinks. Too much plastic. We'll use giant leaves instead.
Mr. President, what new initiatives will your administration introduce to improve the quality of education nationwide?
Our schools are the heart of the nation, and we're going to make them stronger, smarter, and bigger in every way.
We'll invest in teachers, technology, and something I know a lot about, survival skills.
And yes, we're adding a new subject. Again, diplomacy with bears. Trust me, it's a game changer.
Mr. President, what specific measures will you take to make healthcare more affordable and accessible for all citizens?
Healthcare is about keeping people healthy, happy, and strong. We're going to do it better than anyone has done before.
We're lowering costs, expanding coverage, and making sure every citizen has access to the kind of medical care I get, and trust me, it's excellent.
And if anyone's still worried, I'll personally walk them to the hospital. Long stride, very fast, they'll get there in no time.
Mr. President, how will your administration stimulate sustainable economic growth in the next 4 years?
The economy is already booming. Some say because I walked into the building. I won't argue with that.
We'll invest in infrastructure, technology, and maybe a few very large chairs. Comfort is key to productivity.
And if growth slows, I'll personally stomp out the problem. Literally. My footprint covers a whole block.
Mr. President, which countries do you plan to visit first, and what will be the main goals of those trips?
We're going to start big, very big. Countries where my footprints already made an impression.
First stop, Canada. I'm bringing maple syrup home in barrels. Then maybe Iceland, to see if their ice is really better than ours.
And if any country refuses my visit, no problem. I'll just shout from the border. My voice carries for miles.
Mr. President, what new technology initiatives will your administration support to keep the nation competitive globally?
Technology is the future. And I've been future ready for centuries, longer than anyone here.
We're building the fastest internet, the smartest AI, and the first laptop you can eat if you get lost in the woods. Protein rich, of course.
And if anyone doubts our innovation, I'll show them my new app. It's called Run. It just helps you run faster. Simple.
Mr. President, what measures will you take to strengthen national defense and ensure the safety of our borders?
Our defense will be stronger than ever. No one steps over our line, not without leaving a very visible footprint.
We'll have state-of-the-art equipment, the best training, and boots so big they could block a road. Just in case. And if things get really serious, I'll just stand on the border myself. One Bigfoot, total coverage.
Mr. President, what steps will your administration take to address the impacts of climate change?
Climate change is real, and we're going to take bold action, not just for humans, but for all creatures, large and furry.
Last winter, my own footprints melted faster than usual. That's not science, that's experience. We have to act.
So yes, we'll cut emissions, plant more trees, and make snow last longer, because I look great in white backgrounds.
Mr. President, how will you ensure our nation has a stable and secure food supply for the future?
Food security is a top priority. No one in this country should ever go hungry or cookieless.
We'll support local farmers, expand storage facilities, and yes, create a strategic cookie reserve.
For emergencies, of course. Because in my America, there's always milk for the cookies. Cold, fresh, and ready.
Mr. President, what are your administration's plans for expanding the national space program?
The space program is going to be bigger, faster, and furrier than ever before.
We'll send rockets, satellites, and maybe even me, Ate. No ship, just one good jump. I've got the legs for it. And when we plant our flag on Mars, the first footprint they'll see won't be human-sized.
Mr. President, what changes will your administration make to improve the healthcare system for all citizens?
Healthcare should be fast, affordable, and available to everyone, even to those with unusually large heartbeats.
We'll have blood pressure cuffs big enough for me, and checkups so fast you're out before you finish saying, ouch. Because in my administration, a healthy nation is a happy nation, and happy citizens bring me more cookies.
Mr. President, what is your administration's current stance on the ongoing international trade negotiations?
Education is the foundation of our future. And in my case, it took a lot of work just to learn how to fit in a classroom.
We'll fund more schools, train more teachers, and maybe even open the first official Yeti Academy. Enrollment is limited, desks are huge. Because when we invest in education, we invest in our future. And in my case, in extra-large graduation caps.
Mr. President, how will your administration ensure this nation remains a leading force in shaping the future of the world?
We will lead with strength, vision, and yes, an unmistakable footprint on the global stage.
Our alliances will be strong, our economy unstoppable, and our handshake unforgettable, mainly because it lasts about 3 minutes. When the world looks for leadership, they'll see us, Faye. Big, bold, and ready to take the next giant step.
Mr. President, how will your administration work with other nations to prevent global conflicts and ensure long-term security? Thank you.
Peace is not just the absence of war, it's the presence of trust, respect, and a really good cookie exchange program.
We will strengthen alliances, build new partnerships, and hold annual peace summits, preferably in places with excellent forests.
Because when nations talk, we all win, and if talks get tense, I bake brownies. No one stays mad after that.
Mr. President, how will your administration work to reduce the threat of nuclear weapons across the globe? Thank you.
Nuclear safety is not just policy. It's a responsibility to every living being on this planet.
We will lead arms reduction talks, secure existing stockpiles, and ensure no nation ever feels the need to press that button.
Because the only big blast I ever want to see is the one at my birthday party, and it involves cake, not missiles.
Mr. President, what is your long-term vision for humanity over the next 100 years? Thank you.
The future of humanity is limitless, as long as we have courage, unity, and snacks for the journey.
We will explore new worlds, build cities among the stars, and make sure the first interstellar zoo includes at least one of me.
Because our story doesn't end here, it's just getting started, and the next chapter is written in the stars.
Mr. President, as we conclude this interview, what message would you like to leave with the nation? Thank you.
Our challenges are great, but our spirit is greater. United, we can build a future that honors both our history and our dreams.
We are one nation, one people, with one giant step forward. Let us take it together.
Thank you, and may our future be as bright as our hopes.
Interview's over. Now, who's staying for tea and cookies? Warning, not. The cookies are the size of dinner plates.